Guys, I finally did it. I reached a point where I was able to talk with my coach after practicing, after my lessons, and I asked him what level he thinks I reached, USTA wise. Like, I know I was around a 3.0, and I was wondering if he thought I reached a 3.5 level and if I would be able to compete in 3.5 tournaments. And he told me, yeah. He told me compared to what I came in with, I definitely reached a 3.5 level. And he told me that if perfect was 100%, my technique, where it is right now, would be at a 90%. You know, I'm almost basically mastered the basics of everything, except my footwork, if you would have to put it, like I started off with around like a 60%, and now it's reached about an 80, which is not for I think I was with my coach for around 6 or 7 weeks. I've only had like 6 complete practice was with him, and if I got 20% in 6 weeks, I believe I can probably master more of my game in another 6 weeks working and putting the work in. One thing that is holding me back from a 4.0, the only reason I'm not a 4.0 at the moment is because my consistency. My return of serves are always either going into the net and being consistent with my forehands, with everything, keeping the ball in play. That's just something I have to work on, and that's not something I can be taught. That's something my coach said is just a lot of practice, a lot of match play, and that's when I will finally reach the level where I have a good, consistent game. There's also, I set goals for myself. He told me my expectations were completely valid, and that if I put in the work, those goals would not be out of my reach. And those goals are reaching a 4.0 by February of 2024, which is in, let's say 3 months. I would say 3.5 months. So my goal is to go from a 3.5 to a 4.0 by February, end of February, early March, and that's my goal. I am going to be going to university this winter, so that's going to be and I'm going to be going for their club team, and he said I can definitely make the club team, but the thing is I want to play for their actual team, and they're a D1 team. They're a lower D1 team. They're not they get beat by all the D1 teams around here, but it would be a goal for me after this summer to reach that D1 point. And after looking at their gameplay online and talking with my coach, he said 4.5 would be the level that those girls are at on the D1 team at the university, since they're lower level D1. But I would be able to, he thinks my goal for 4.5 by the end of 2024, in exactly a year, is reachable if I put in the work. But if I try and be consistent and throughout the summer just focus and practice on my tennis, I would be able to reach that level or be close to that level by the time I go and try out for the D1 team and talk with the coach. Maybe I'll hit with some of the girls there, be in the practice, even if I come to their games and I'm an alternate. That's definitely something that is within my reach. So those are my goals so far for 2024. This channel has been a progress marker for me. I started at a low 2.5, and I reached the 3.5 within 8 months. So from here on out, for the next year on this channel, what you're going to be seeing is the progress of me going from a 3.5 to a 4.0, then a 4.0 to a 4.5, and we'll see what happens.